Hey everybody, this is Rick Thiessen. I'm the senior pastor of Allen Creek Community Church, and welcome to another episode of Pastor, Have You Seen This? Where we take something that's fresh off the internet that's relating to God, the Bible, Christianity, whatever, and then you're going to get my take on that and just kind of what a little insight into the weird spaces inside my own mind, as I have never seen this before, so we'll see how this goes. By the way, if you have something that you want us to comment on, send it to social@ac3.org, and we'll be happy to comment on it. Maybe we'll learn something, learn about how Christians think about certain of the hot button issues, and also maybe some of the Christian responses and reasons for why we hold the positions that we hold. So this looks like something interesting on Islam. I can't wait.
I'm going to ask you a question, right? But what I come with after that, it's literally going to be a hole in the ground, right? I'm going to put you in it, and then I'm going to bury you. Right? Why was Paul on the road to Damascus?
Why? He was on his way to get Christians and bound them and bring them.
From where?
To Damascus, so he was going to get more Christians and bring them.
And do what to them?
But go and slaughter them, put them in prison.
Put them in Damascus for this reason?
Yes.
Did Paul have any authority in Damascus?
If you have authority.
Did he have authority to go to another kingdom and start arresting people?
Yep.
So he thinks like he maybe stumped him. I'm interested to see where he goes with this. He had authority from the Sanhedrin, which is a recognized authority in Judaism, and synagogues were everywhere, including in Damascus, including all over the Roman Empire. As you can see from the book of Acts, there's synagogues in every town. So if there was a ruling from the Sanhedrin, that would carry authority pretty much anywhere there were Jews.
He have authority from the chief priest to bind all the things.
So he goes to the high priest?
Yeah, the high priest.
Okay.
He was sent by him.
He goes to the high priest?
Yeah.
Did the high priest have any authority in Damascus?
Someone too familiar with that. Yeah, go on.
Digging the hole for you. What do you imagine? This is fascinating. What does he think? This is a drop-dead argument? I don't understand. Okay, so yeah, genuinely confused by why this guy thinks that this is somehow an argument against Christianity. It's titled Muslim Schools Christian, and then Muslim Challenges Christian on St. Paul. So I don't understand what's at stake here. Is it the authority or the veracity of Paul's story that he was a persecutor of Christians? That is unquestioned. Like outside the church, like in the general community of New Testament scholarship, I mean, it's just unquestioned that Paul was a Pharisee. There's that he was trained by a famous Rabbi Gamaliel. Gamaliel has an extra biblical reference to him, so he was a real historical figure. We were convinced of that, and that Paul then would function under the authority of the Sanhedrin to round up this rabble-rousing band of heretics, which is what the Christians were considered post-resurrection. And that group of Christians represented a threat to Judaism. I think maybe what's forgotten is why the Sanhedrin had an interest in persecuting Christians. They had an interest in going after them because they were worried about this is what's said in the Gospels and in Acts, they were worried about their place, meaning specifically the holy place, that they knew that Rome could, on a whim, come and upset their reestablished center of religious activity, which had happened under Herod. And Herod had rebuilt the temple. It was glorious. It was beautiful. It was incredible. And the Jews were incredibly proud of that. But they were still ruled by Rome. Rome still carried the power of the sword. So they wanted to keep at bay any what could be considered revolutionary factions inside of Judaism to keep the Romans out of town, to keep them not out of town, but to keep them out of their business, basically. So their interest in quelling the upstart Christians is very intense. And therefore they would have had recognized authority inside the Jewish community, which was recognized around the Roman Empire. There would be rulings, and the early church kind of follows in this suit. They basically have rulings that they make in the Jerusalem church, considered the mother church, that has effect and authority in the churches around the Roman Empire. Same thing would happen within Judaism itself. Judaism proper had a similar system where the Sanhedrin were the recognized ruling body inside of Judaism. Why this is a problem, some sort of drop-dead argument against Christianity? I don't know. Like somehow if it could be proved that Paul had no authority to persecute Christians, that would prove what? That he was doing it on his own? And then that would mean what? All that would prove is that Paul was his own independent actor against the early Christian movement, had his own conviction that Jesus was not the Christ, that the Christians were a horrible upstart perversion of the Judaism and a threat to the Mosaic system and needed to be stopped, that he acted personally. That's all that would prove. But the Bible says that he had papers from the Sanhedrin to do this, to round them up, and I don't see he hasn't given an argument. I don't know. So I'm baffled. But there you go. If these are the best arguments, again, if I got schooled, then I guess then I just got schooled. Today I learned, I guess, that some people think that Paul not having the proper authority from the Sanhedrin to go to Damascus somehow means what? That the Damascus experience never happened? That Christianity is false? I'm not seeing it. Maybe you could give me a follow-up video that would help me enlighten me. So anyhow, that's it for this edition of Pastor Have You Seen This? See you next time here, right here. And in the meantime, hey, send your videos for comment into social@ac3.org. See you later.